Come on, big man. Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today we're just going to be playing some more Killing Floor and probably just talking about stuff. I don't know. I watched a couple of movies, so maybe we'll talk about that. I don't know if that sounds fun or interesting to you for any reason at all. I don't know, man. Maybe you should rethink things. But before you do that, please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very, very much. And we will get right into it. And as always, thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. It does mean a lot. So let's, yeah. I hear them all over here. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Ha. Punk ass. I see, this all reminds me of something, but maybe not the music so much. Oh, I thought I was gonna be all big dick again. Oh, not that. That one. Nee, 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 nee. Fuck you. Oh, come on. What the hell? Meow. There he is. Why are you all the way over here, buddy? Wait, what? Huh.
Shop is open, boys. Come get me.
Whoop, this way. Yeah. This kind of makes me want to play even some, like Nintendo. Some Nintendo Zelda. But
I'm here, so look out for me.
Ocarina of Time would hit fucking hard. Majora's Mask. I've never beat that one. But I know that it's good. Yeah, I never beat that one. It's funny because I grew up with, like, I never owned a Nintendo 64, but every one of my friends had one. And back in the day, I had a lot of friends. Not so much anymore. Smaller crowd, better. It's a lot better. But anyway, I've beaten like so many of the big games on Nintendo 64 without even owning. God, I've been cracked with that lately, man. Yeah. Okay, but gonna give myself vertigo here.
Shop is open, boys. Come get me.
Oh, that's what that is. Like, there's boundaries here. I don't like boundaries. At least not visible ones like that. Just box off your map or something. But anyway. Yeah, that was my tangent. I do have that shit on emulator now, though, and it runs pretty good. I heard that you needed a really beefy computer to run a lot of that emulation shit. When it comes down to the old stuff, you really don't. Like, the only thing I kind of have trouble with my old rig is the, oh, wow, there's a whole bunch of money here. Would be, like, PlayStation 2. Like, that's, like, the one that I really have, like, the most trouble with, like, when it comes down to it. I mean, PS3 and anything newer, like, than PlayStation 2 is just not happening. But I was actually surprised that I was able to emulate anything when I started doing it. Yeah, I can... Yeah, pretty much run all that shit. The first time I had got the Nintendo 64, first time I did the Nintendo 64 one, I played, look at him, he's like Michael Jackson and all across there. But, yeah, I played Ocarina of Time for like hours. Such a great game.
Come get me.
Yo, check it out. You get stuff. Cool. It's just like in the game. Look at that. That is awesome. Look at that. Oh, no. Damn. Never mind. I was going to try and do something for that, because I thought that, like, I knew where the spawn point for the pay track would be. I don't think I do, though. Anyway. I just thought that was fun. I stumbled across that. I beat up on a pot, and it dropped money. So I'm like, awesome. Anyway, where are you going? Yeah, money. Come on, just give me the money. Yeah, bitch. Damn. Yeah, I said I watched movies, so that's just why I'm gonna have to try and work towards talking about, huh?
I want you close, babe.
Let's just kill these last couple. You stupid bastard.
Shop is open, boys. Come get me.
There's a whole nother little area to this map. Yeah. Only get one thing that's worth it. But anyway, I watched a movie that I never thought I'd have a chance to watch, but then I had a chance to watch it. Was All Hallows Eve. I haven't seen that on any streaming service. I mean, I don't have a million streaming services, so someone's probably going to be there being like, oh, it's on Amazon. Well, I don't fucking have Amazon. I have my own ways of watching things. But, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Like, it's, what's his name? Damien Leone, the director, creator of the Terrifier movies. Yeah, that was like I think it was his first movie with Art the Clown. And it's like an anthology. It's like 3 stories. Well, technically, I guess 4. Because it follows, like, this chick babysitting her friend's kids. And they're probably, like, I don't know, they say they're, like, 10, right? But these kids are obviously, like, 12, 13 years old. I don't know. It's kind of funny. They're in that awkward age, right? When they're growing and, I don't know. You just don't believe it when they say, oh, I'm 8 or I'm 10. It's like, no, that kid's, like, 12 or 13. But anyway. Yeah, so it's just, what it is this, she was taking him trick-or-treating on Halloween.
We're all dead. It's time to go shopping.
Yeah, it starts off with someone slipping you don't see it, but apparently somebody slipped a VHS tape in the boy's candy bag, as they were trick-or-treating. And... like they find it. Of course, the kids want to watch it when they're at the house. You know what I mean? And the whatever parent's friend that's babysitting them is trying to be the adult, but then obviously it's a movie, so she loses. And on that tape there are like 3 stories, pretty much, it's like found footage. Well, it's not even really found footage. It's just it's funny that they're like professionally shot movies, pretty much on this tape. But anyway. It's just 3 stories that have Art the Clown pretty much connecting them. The second one, it's very loose, but it's pretty decent. I don't know. I think it's old enough. I could just probably fucking talk about it. I don't really care. I don't really care about spoiling. It's spoilers. Go watch it, though. It's pretty good. The first story is just like about like these women that got taken captive for whatever reason. You don't really know at first. And you find out... Well, they get taken like one by one, like they're chained up in like a basement, whatever, or like a boiler room area. And I think it like Art the Clown you see him in the very beginning. He like takes out this girl. Like he apparently he like was collecting these women, right, for whatever entity there is. That's pretty much like how he was connected, at least from what I saw or from what I got out of it. But it's also played by a different actor too, by the way. Art the Clown. He doesn't really look much different. Doesn't have much of a different presence. So I mean that's pretty cool. But yeah, I know. Like they were pretty much, those women were pretty much being brought there. From what I got out of it, they were just like supposed to bring on like the child of Satan or something. Because you see like one girl or one woman. She I don't know. It's like kind of a. I don't think you see anything, but it's like. Implied that she gets raped by Satan, you know what I mean? So, I'm sorry if I do a poor job kind of explaining things. I have to like hold myself back from like totally spoiling 100%, because I still want you guys to go and watch it. But anyway, the second story, it was kind of weird. Like it's like this couple just moving into this house in the middle of nowhere, I'm assuming, and it's just the wife there, and I guess the the husband's on like a business trip or something like that. So she's just there unpacking. You know, it's late at night, and apparently, you know, just crazy shit starts happening. Well, what it is like a meteor or something crash lands like, from what she says, 100 feet from the house, which I'm like, that's kind of funny. That's like the one piece of writing in that, like the delivery in that movie that felt like it was like a B movie delivery. You know what I mean? Oh, it's only 100 feet from that. Like, that's just, no. People don't talk like that. Anyway. Yeah, so weird shit starts happening, right? And then she starts getting paranoid. And then all of a sudden, this weird alien thing in like a spacesuit starts like stalking her and shit. You know, it's like, it got really kind of weird with the alien thing, in my opinion. But I'm like, all right, he's kind of casting a wide net right here, you know. But it's like a home invasion type story almost. You know, this alien trying to get at her. We really don't know why. I mean, at least unless I didn't pick up on it. I only watched this shit once, right? And I think I was like half paying attention to it through the first story. So my bad. But that second story was all right, you know. It's but like the way art was revealed and the way art was connected very loosely in that one was, oh, okay, well, I wanted to get my pistol for this bitch, but hey, look at that. Oh, I shot him on accident. All right. Come on, big man. All right. Fuck you, Husk. How come I can't get him? There you go. Son of a bitch. Rude. I was talking. Yeah, the way art's connected in that one is just like she's being dragged away by the alien. You know, the alien's gonna win. By the way, nobody wins in this movie. Yeah, how he was connected to that was she was being dragged away, and then she grabs onto like a sheet that's covering up a big picture, like a painting, you know, and she rips it off, and it's art. It's a creepy picture of Art the Clown. So that's like very loose. Because in the description, it's connected by all these stories are connected with Art the Clown. Well, that's a very loose connection. I don't know. It's like my least favorite story, to be honest, but whatever. The third one was pretty decent. It was more of like a Terrifier story. Like you could totally tell, like all these stories and everything in between, he uses in the Terrifier movies. Like it was like almost like an experiment. All these like ideas, and he put them together. Like even from the chick that had her face like fucked up, and she ends up being like the one that like births Terrifier again at the end of the second movie and shit, you know, that one, like that design was used. So I mean, like that's all over. But anyway, like the third story is just some chick that she's lost. She goes to a gas station, right? She's driving, she's lost. She gets to a gas station. The guy's acting all weird. It's similar to the beginning of Terrifier 1, where where Art the Clown pretty much is getting thrown out of some place for crapping and pissing all over the walls of an establishment's bathroom, you know what I mean? So, you know, she gets her gas, you know, it's full service. The guy pumps her gas, talks shit about Art, you know, and then like they hear a door open and close in his for his office or whatever, right? Or like to get into the, like I think the garage part of the gas station or whatever. But anyway, he goes and he investigates. He says he'll be right back. She's there for a minute. She eventually gets curious, goes in there. He's hacking this guy up with a fucking saw, you know, like he's already got part of him dismembered, and, you know, as she gets in there, he's smiling at her as he's finishing off decapitating the poor guy. And then after that, it's just the typical almost like Terrorizer movie in the sense of like, why am I doing that? In the sense of like, it's just like him going after a victim, essentially. Like she's getting away, and then she sees him on the side of the road. He's holding a sign that says circus, you know, like he's fucking with her. He's trolling her, you know, like he's obviously some like otherworldly entity. But anyway, you know, in the end, like I said, nobody wins. And that chick ends up being a victim. She wakes up on a table and she's literally hacked up. But she's with like surgical kind of precision. Like she wakes up, she looks down, she sees that she's got, you know, words carved into her. and then it backs off, and you see that her arms are nubs, her legs are nubs, and he even cut her tits off. It's not a very, it is not a fucking good scene. It's effects wise and impact wise, it works. Yeah, so that third story, in a lot of ways, just like was my favorite story, only because it was like like you could see that that's the story that he took. Like he took that and ran with it, right? But he also took inspiration from the other stories. That was the stuff that worked from the other stories. It's just like I like the building that this guy did, you know. And I guess there's like up to 5 movies planned or something like that from what I saw, even though there hasn't even been 4. But we'll see. I haven't seen the third one yet. But I'm not even finished with this one, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, but like throughout this whole thing, like they're cutting back to the woman and those kids, right? Like she ends up, like they stop watching at one point. She makes them stop watching because it's just weird, you know. Like in that first video, like say, like there's a cult, like cutting a baby out of a woman, right, and drinking her blood, and then Satan, you know, having his way forcefully with a woman to probably, you know, bring on the Antichrist or something, you know, like I don't know. So after that, she made the right decision and made them stop watching. You know, the little boy's like, "Give me my fucking tape. I want to watch it. I don't care." The kid was too into it. It was weird. But then, like throughout the whole thing, there's been weird things happening, right? Like the kids hear stuff, right? Because they're in bed. You know, they're in the same room because the daughter's scared. You know, whatever. And you know, just weird shit's happening because you know, like it's that kind of movie. There's a tape, you know, 7 days, that kind of thing. But and in the end, you know, all the paranoia, all of that, it was justified. I like the way it ended. I'll get into that.
Come and get 'em. Lovely big guns.
Yeah, but the end of that, they went there in a lot of ways, right? There's some things in this movie, like I'm not huge into the whole, you know, rape, sexual assault thing in a lot of movies. Like there's movies where it's an exception and it kind of works, like to show the depravity or whatever, you know, or movies like I Spit on Your Grave where it ends up being like a revenge thing, you know, like I really am like not huge into those movies, right? But I get it, right, as a storytelling standpoint, you know. But and then there was like Art went there at the end. You know, she ends up, you know, she goes to check on the kids while Art's there taunting her, and then in front of the kid's bedroom, right? And then he disappears. She's just like, okay, that must have been in my head. She goes into the room. The kids' heads are laying next to each other, not connected to their bodies. So they went there on that. So there's a good little bit of shock value. But then if you watch the Terrifier movies, in the second one, there is a part where a girl's being you know, taken apart by Art the Clown, but she's kept alive while her mother goes in, and you know, it's a very gut-wrenching scene in a lot of ways. So, yeah, I mean, if you've seen any of those movies, you're not going to be surprised by this. But then, like, you see Art, he's in the TV, you know, she's watching the fucking VHS or whatever, and Art's in the TV. He, you know, kind of like The Ring. He goes up to the screen and, you know, I don't know. It's weird. He didn't come through. Like, if he were to have come through, it would have been too on the nose.
Better get close to me.
Yeah.
Last chance, boys. Spend it while you've got it.
Why am I doing that? Yeah, but all in all, that's a pretty good movie. It's a little older. Like, I think it's 2010 or 2011 or whatever. I mean, it's not old, but I mean, it's a little older. You can see that, like, all of those, it all works well together, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You know, like, the stories go well. I mean, that second story was kind of weird because it was alien. It was an alien story. But other than that, yeah, but all in all, you know, it's definitely worth a watch if you have a chance. I have no idea where he is. There he is. All the way the hell over there. Yeah. He doesn't know I'm here. Haha, you punk ass bitch. I think the AA-12 is underpowered. Oh, you bitch. Didn't give me enough time. Well, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Have you seen, All Hallows Eve? Have you seen any of the Terrifier movies? Let me know what you think. You got any movie suggestions? Because I'll totally take any of them, really. Any, it doesn't have to be horror, but, horror is just kind of, I don't know, the funnest thing to talk about in a lot of ways. So, but anyway, I'll stop ranting and rambling, and I'll let you guys get on with your day or night. If you just please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. It really does mean a lot. I'll catch you on the next one.